Episode 10. The Girl Who Told Time. Dean Fogg lets Julia free. Brakebills isn't a jail, and she isn't a student. Throughout all of this, he's been strangely accommodating to her. And it's because he's known her 39 times. Except for the 40th time loop, this one, Julia attended Brakebills. If Julia went to Brakebills, we would have found out that she's a knowledge magician just like Dean Fogg. Her discipline is metacomposition. She's able to understand spells and reshape them. It's the reason why she did so well even without attending Brakebills. Back on Fillory, Elliot is becoming a groomzilla preparing for his second wedding. And Quentin has been turning into a drunk, abusing the fact that 3 months on Fillory is only 3 days on Earth. But unlike Elliot, who is at least a fun drunk, Quentin is a depressing one. And Margot's like, you can't keep doing this around here. How about you go make yourself useful and go be button boy and gather stuff for Elliot from Earth. Katie is still trying to convince Penny that Reynard is her problem, but Penny's like, hey, evil gods are a universal thing. I'm gonna help out. They go to the library to look for information, but when they get there, Penny's application has gone through, and he's now expected to start working for the Order of the Library. And the first task he gets is to track down overdue books. Fenn's being distant, and when Elliot asks her how she feels about the whole new husband thing, she tells him it's her job to be understanding and she's focusing on taking care of her growing family. She doesn't mention the fact that she's also able to see the fairies. Quentin tracks down Josh on the orders of Elliot and goes to bring him to be the catering for the wedding. Before he can take him back, Josh offers him some of his edibles that allow you to see through realms, and Quentin says, F it. Sure, I'll do that. And during his out-of-body experience, he ends up seeing Julia's shade, saying, I'm not gone, I'm lost. Come find me. Julia is getting concerned that she's not feeling worried about how her actions have been affecting the people around her. And when Quentin comes up to her and tells her that her shade isn't gone, she's like, okay, let's go get it back. They have no idea where to start, but Todd mentions offhandedly that Dean Fogg seems to know somebody who knows an awful lot about shades. But when they go to Dean Fogg, he's like, oh, the person that I knew a lot about shades is Alice from the 23rd time loop, who lost all of her friends and started researching shades in the afterlife. Penny tracks down the owner of the overdue book, Harriet, a woman who works at a place called Fuzzbeat, a company that makes clickbait articles in order to share the knowledge of the library in a more accessible way. Katie mentions to her that when they were in the library, they weren't able to find any books about killing gods. But Harriet tells her that there's no knowledge that the library lacks. Penny takes the book back to be processed, and the librarian that's doing it all of a sudden gets overcome with a hex and starts making his way towards a locked door before pulling a kill switch and taking himself out. The head librarian tells Penny that the reason the librarian did that is because there is knowledge that is too dangerous for the rest of the world in that room, the poison room. It's knowledge that could destroy the world. By the time they make it back to Fuzzbeat, Harriet's already gone. She left behind a note for Katie, saying, the book you're looking for is in the poison room, and it's called The Art of Killing Gods. Margot comes clean with Fenn about what the real cost of the deal with the fairies was, and Fenn goes to tell Elliot, but before she can, the fairies take her. While working in the kitchen, Josh discovers a plan by the Foo Fighters in order to infiltrate the castle during the wedding. In retaliation, Margot and Elliot have Josh go drop a potion off at the Foo Fighters' base in order to knock them out. In order to find out about shades from Alice 22, they will need to use a Tesla flexion, a magical device that allows 2 timelines to converge. And it takes both Julia and Dean Fogg working together in order for Quentin to get 2 minutes to speak with Alice 23. In a heartbreaking reunion, Alice 23 tells Quentin that when shades die, they go to the underworld. And the only way the living can go to the underworld is by finding a gatekeeper. But that's all she's been able to find out. After some researching, Julia finds out that a gatekeeper, an ancient one, is a dragon.